Silver dealer warns will knock price higher. I went to my local coin shop yesterday, and my silver dealer echoed exactly what we've been seeing online regarding that extra push we need for silver to get to $30 an ounce. And according to my silver dealer, it's the shortage that's really going to push silver up. And I'm also seeing this online. This is an article on Kitco News. It says volatility has picked up in the precious metals market, but one new trend is emerging as the silver market wakes up and starts to outperform gold. That's one thing we seem to let slip by us. We're so excited about gold hitting $2,400 an ounce, and we see gold as this end goal. Most of us, we see gold as something that we want to flip our silver up to. Many of us as silver stackers, we follow the silver to gold ratio, and we just keep stacking silver, hoarding silver, waiting until that ratio tightens so that we can swap our silver out for gold ounces. That's very common. Not all of us do that, but that's very common. The math, though, and the data actually shows that silver is already outperforming gold. Listen to this. This says, in a report published Monday, commodity analysts at ANZ said that silver still has significant potential even after hitting solid resistance at $29.90 on Friday. The gold market is starting the week with some consolidation after it was unable to hold gains above $2,400 an ounce. June gold futures last traded at $2,375 an ounce, roughly flat on the day. However, silver continues to be the metal to watch as it currently trades at $28.70 an ounce, up more than 1% on the day. And here we see how it's outperforming. The article says, we expect gold to trade near $2,500 an ounce. That's very exciting. And we expect to see, so again, this is Kitco. We expect to see silver move to above $31 an ounce by the end of 2024. I think my opinion as a regular seasoned silver stacker is I could see it moving even past that, past $31 an ounce easily. The article says, we expect the gold to silver ratio to normalize to 80 times by year end after hitting a high of 91x, right, in February 2024. The article says, we lift our gold and silver price forecast trajectory through 2024 and 2025 as key market drivers, easing rate cuts and a weaker dollar are yet to materialize. Tensions appear to be easing in the Middle East. Well, for this minute, they're easing, but I don't see that going away at all. Some analysts note that easing geopolitical risk creates less safe haven demand for gold, while market sentiment supports global economic activity, which boosts silver's industrial demand. I think that whoever is feeling that way, they don't note who that is in this article, but whoever is stating that opinion really is looking at the world through rose-colored glasses, because we are clearly not seeing silver, peace coming to the Middle East anytime soon. So the article continues, and this is to my point about silver's performance. While gold has been making the headlines with its 15.8% rise since early January to $2,365 an ounce, silver has risen by 20.8%. 20.8%. It's outperforming gold. It's outpacing gold. It's showing a greater increase than gold. How else can I explain it? I mean, this is why silver is really the underdog that we should be going all in on, right? I mean, we're excited to see gold at such a high price. We're excited to see the value of gold skyrocket so high, when really silver is outperforming gold. So when we think of swapping our fiat currency into a safe haven, no matter what these people are saying about tensions in the Middle East easing, right, that is not going to ease, no way, anytime soon. We still have wars waging throughout this planet. We still have great struggles with our soft landing that is yet to truly land, not just here in the U.S., but every central bank is struggling still with inflation, and all these central banks are biting their nails, not ready to pull the trigger and make rate cuts. they're all in the same web together. We're all in the same global economy together. So every central bank is looking at each other, and some may actually make a cut before the U.S. Here in the U.S., we're not seeing any signs that we will really get a rate cut before September, possibly December, for just one rate cut in December. So we have all this still going on. We still have issues with, and we're going to continue for quite some time, having issues with commercial real estate. And it's April right now, and the home buying market is supposed to be on fire right now. It's supposed to be like really picking up. This is the season for people to jump in and buy a new home. That's not happening with these rates so high. So all of this is still going on, which tells us as silver stackers, us as people that look at this metal as the safe haven for our wealth, rather than a dollar that's tied to inflation and is constantly, decade after decade, decreasing in value. We see silver as the way to go. And honestly, many of us, the goal is actually gold, right? Because it has such a high price. But this data is showing us 20% compared to 15% for gold. Silver is truly the winner here. Like, silver is really the way to go. It is showing us that we don't need to have $2,500 to go in on an ounce of gold. We don't need that. We can continue to stack silver. We could see our appreciation. I mean, we're really seeing great gains, 20%. That is amazing. That's something that we don't see in, even, I know we don't look at silver as investment, but we don't see that in investments in any kind of commodity. Definitely not with what we're seeing in real estate this past year and presently. I mean, typically that's the other hard asset that people will go to. They'll turn away from these precious metals and they'll look for real estate as the tangible asset that they can put their money into, something they could say that that is their own, and it's not a stock that's just fluctuating up and down. It's an actual physical asset. But real estate, that nobody's going in with a 7% mortgage rate. It's just enormous. And certainly not if you're a first-time home buyer. You're not going into real estate at this time. This is the season for real estate, for people to really be jumping in on real estate, and we don't see it happening because these rates are so high. So silver is absolutely, it's a no-brainer that silver is the way to go. I'm still picking up silver this week. Again, I'm just a regular stacker. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm going to be picking up silver this week. This is still $28, $29. It's still within reach. And really, after the stagnant prices we've seen, for the spot price we've seen for the past 2 years, this is still within reach, and still something that I can, on my end, I could still go pick up a few ounces. Definitely, I don't know anybody who could say that about gold, even close to saying that about gold. So when I look at this performance of silver, it tells me that yes, it's absolutely the way to go.